Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and I welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's video, Kyrie Irving finally breaks his silence, and I have a lot of things that I want to say about that. But before we do that, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Anyway, a number of hours ago, Kyrie Irving finally has broken his silence, and now he's coming out to, explain some of the reasons, basically explain why he's doing what he's been doing. So what we want to do is, we're not going to waste your time at all. What we want to do is we want to get immediately into some of the things that he said. So we're going to play a compilation of some of the things that he said. Once you finish listening to that, we're going to come back and we're going to give you guys our thoughts as far as, on the things that he said. So take a listen to some of the things that he had to say here.
And in NBA news this evening, the Brooklyn Nets have made it clear that they won't allow Kyrie Irving to be a part-time player. So he took to Instagram Live this evening to address his public.
Like, nobody should be forced to do anything with their bodies. Nobody should be forced to do anything with their bodies. Like, you only get one of these. If you choose to get vaccine, I support you. If you choose to be unvaccinated, I support you. Do what's best for you. But that doesn't mean go around and start judging people for what they're doing with their lives. It's not about the money, baby. It's not always about the money. It's about choosing what's best for you. You think I really want to lose money? You think I really want to give up on my dream to go after a championship? You think I really just want to give up my job? You think I really just want to sit at home and not go after the things with my teammates that I've been able to grow with, to learn that it takes sacrifice in this space? Because we could be easily at home chilling with our families, but we're choosing to go out there and perform. And even in that job, like that's a dream come true. I've been working on that since I was in 4th grade. You think I want to give up my livelihood because of a mandate, because I don't have accommodations, because I'm unvaccinated? Come on. I had to stop running away from using my voice and using my platform to, speak on what's true and what's mine. Nobody's going to hijack my voice. Nobody's going to take the power away from me that I have for speaking on these things, and don't believe that I'm retiring. Don't believe that, I'm going to give up this game for a vaccine mandate or staying unvaccinated. Don't believe any of that shit, man. Like really be aware of what's being said before I even get a chance to be on the podium and speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these people saying all these things about what's going on with me, and it's just not true. Pay attention to what's going on out in the real world. People are losing their jobs to these mandates. People are having to make choices with their own lives, which I respect. And I don't want to sit here and play on people's emotions either. Just use logic. What would you do? If you felt uncomfortable going into the season when you were promised that you would have exemptions or that you didn't have to be forced to get the vaccine. This wasn't an issue before the season started. This wasn't something that I foresaw coming, where I prepared for it. And, I had a chance to strategize on what was going to be best for me and my family. I came into the season thinking that I was just going to be able to play ball, be able to use my talent to continue to, inspire, influence people in the right way. Like, putting this on me is just like, why are you putting it on me? This is not part of, what's going on in conversations with scientists, physicians, and doctors. I'm just a hooper, right? Like, I'm just a person who's being utilized as an example. For some odd reason, people love to have my name in the mix of just some BS.
Now, in those clips, in those sound bites, he said a lot of things, and I just want to itemize all of the things that he said, and then I'm going to give you guys my sort of raw take on some of those things. He spoke about, number one, he said he did not want to be forced to take the vaccine. That's one of the things that he said. He also said that everyone has a right, right? In this case, I'm assuming he's saying everyone has a right to say yes or to say no. He says, don't judge people. He spoke about how it's wrong for people to judge people. He spoke about that. He also said it's not about the money. He said, what do you think? I just want to sit here and lose money? Like, do you really think I want to give away money? Like, come on, what are you talking about? He said that as well. He also said he doesn't want to lose out on his dream or an opportunity, in this instance, for him and his teammates to go out there and possibly win an NBA championship. He spoke about that. He also said, we, in this case, I'm assuming he's referring to NBA players or athletes, could easily be at home relaxing with our families. He also made that point. He said, but we're choosing to go out there and perform. He said that. He said, don't believe the hype of him retiring, the talk around that retiring. I also remember, if you guys saw the video we did yesterday, I said that, listen, I just think it makes sense that he just retired. But anyway, he said that. He also said he was promised something that wasn't delivered upon. I think he came into the season believing he wouldn't have to get the vaccine or he would be given some type of pass. And it turns out that's not the case. He said he feels like he's being forced from some of the things that I understood from what he said, right? So those are basically some of the major points that he laid out in his comments, right? Here are my thoughts. I think Kyrie Irving had 1 point, and I think he only had 1 point in my personal opinion. This is just my opinion. I think the point that he made, which I kind of understand, or which I understand rather, is that he said he feels as if he's being forced to take the vaccine due to the change in the policy in New York State, right? Because New York has made it crystal clear in their stance about the policy. And to me, I can understand that, right? Maybe, in the summertime, heading into the season, like, okay, you know what? This thing maybe not be forced, so it's fine. I don't really have to take it. I can still play. Maybe I can get an exemption, whatever it is. And then you find out that later on the state has changed this policy. And now all of a sudden they're saying you can't play if you don't have, the vaccine, and gyms, arenas, all of these different things. And maybe the circumstances changed under him, and probably that threw him off. And he's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And now he's probably thinking to himself, wait a minute, this is not what I signed up for. That is completely understandable. Totally understandable. Apart from that fact, I think everything he said, all the other things he said, I think it was just a bunch of nonsense. I think it was a bunch of nonsense, and I think it was just a bunch of rambling. Purely. Here's why I say that. There's a reason we itemized everything that he said. When I listen to people talk, I'm trying to listen to understand, are these guys making sense? I'm very good at reasoning out things that people are saying. This is something I do all the time, right? I've been doing it for a number of years. And I'm very quick at understanding whether or not somebody's making a good point and whether somebody's just blowing a lot of hot air. The majority of what he said, I don't know what the heck he is talking about. Sounds like a bunch of rambling. Now, some people will listen to that and feel as if they got something from that. I got nothing from it, apart from the point that I just laid out before you. He spoke about choosing to go out there and perform. What? Bro, what are you talking about? Choosing to go out there and perform, bro. What are you talking about? Bro, son, this is your job, B. This is your job. What are you talking about? It's like me talking about I'm choosing to go out there and make videos, or somebody's choosing to go out there and, like, what are you talking about? It's your job. You want people to celebrate you for doing your job? Are you kidding me? You're supposed to be celebrated? Somebody's supposed to stand up and clap for you for doing your job? Are you high? A job that you get paid tens of millions of dollars for, a job that you signed up for, a job that you just said you've been working towards since you were in the 4th grade, and people are supposed to clap for you and say, oh, wow, he's out there doing. Are you serious? Are you serious? What is wrong with the world? Like, what? Like, what are we talking about? What kind? First of all, I think Kyrie is on an ego trip. Anybody that will make such a statement is on an ego trip. You have a high sense of self-importance. For you to think that, you should be congratulated for doing your bloody job. That is absurd. That is, I don't even know if that's childish or that's, I don't even know how to characterize how I feel about those statements. The world has billions of people are waking up every day to go do their job. What makes you think that what you're doing deserves applaud over everybody else? Help me understand that. What makes you feel that? We're getting out here and we could be with our families. And other people could be with their families too. So what's the point? This looks like it's turning into a peacocking moment, a look at me moment. Because those statements reveal that to me. I don't know what Kyrie was talking about. And I think he has a very self-inflated view of himself, which is fine. You can think highly of yourself. But the message he sent, apart from the point that I said I agree with him, the messages that he sent are unclear to me. I don't know what he's talking about. The fact of the matter is, the NBA is trying to protect his interests. It's trying to protect his product. Some employers that mandate it, whether they're right or not, they're trying to protect some of their employees and their business. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? That's why I said, just retire. Make your life easier. Don't play. Just don't play. Like, some people will understand what he's talking about. I don't. Maybe I need to go apply to like a course at Howard or Stanford or one of these places to teach me critical reasoning or whatever it is, critical thinking. And maybe there, if I go there, maybe they'll be able to enlighten me and say, wait a minute, Charles, you're looking at this thing the wrong way. But as I'm sitting here right now, I'm lost. Whatever. Let me know what you think about that. Whatever you think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Catch you guys on the next episode.